I'm going to show you what's the best character in the game in order to show you the problem with this game. Okay, this game has a fighting as a mechanics issue, which is to say that fireballs are really good. So this guy just can't win. Okay, this is a character named Souther, right? All he does is he's got these fireballs that cover everything. They cover the whole stage. They anti-air, they attack ground, they attack standing opponents. You can get them with a grounded punch. In order to get a double hit, it's just busted. It's just straight up busted. There's no doing it, right? Okay, so this is it can't be anything other than S tier. So this is Souther. I don't know why it exists, but that's obviously S tier, right? Okay, so then the guy we're looking at here, Hart, he's huge. He's got no reach and no fireballs. It's clearly the worst character in the game, right? There's no denying it. It's like completely like he just doesn't get to play the video game, right? He's just not part of the scenario. So Hart is definitely 100% at the bottom. D tier for sure. D tier for sure. Okay, this fella is the exact same. Uger or whatever his name is. Except for he's got some cool whips. And that makes him kind of aesthetically a little bit better. You know, he put a little, yeah, slow little mag is a hell of a combination. You're completely correct. So then, yeah, there's this guy, Uger, or whatever his name is. And the only advantage that he has over, he's got this dash attack, right? Which is pretty cool, I guess. Except for when it doesn't connect. And he can whip, but he can't crouch. And he also can't jump. So like in the case of like Uger and Hart, like they can't get off the ground. So there's no block button in this, right? So you've literally, as these players, you have absolutely no way available at all to block attacks. You just need to stand there and spam whip. I also like how he has two whips. He's only ever seen whipping with one hand in this matchup. Because these two can't really cross each other up, right? I guess if you do like a really early dash, you can cross them up. And he switches to the other whip. It's terrible. It's just terrible. One's for attacking and one's for kissing. Ugo gets... There you go. Okay. So those guys would have to be the worst. In a game that's going to be completely defined by fireballs, like, if you can't jump, you're just dead. You're just dead. Okay. Oh, thank you for beating Autobomb, pal. Okay. So then we'll go down the list. You can press select and A to bring up their parameters, but it doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Okay, so beyond that, there's characters that have 3 fireballs, 2 fireballs, or 1 fireball. And that kind of, to me, is going to determine A, B, and C, right? Because in the game it's all about fireballs. It's just how many fireballs you have, right? So I think it's Shin, Jaggy, Ro, and who's the other guy? So we'll take a look here. And we'll go back to the parameters if there's any ties to break. Yeah, Shin's got 1. Shin's got no kick. So with no kick, he's got this move. He's the mid-air punches. Look at this guy go. He's got no B move. Okay, Shin is got to be the bottom of C tier, right? Okay. Let's reload. midair punches, but they didn't win you over in the way that they won over winning a match, right? Okay, here's this guy. One fireball, right? Just got the one fireball. Looks like a little knife. Also no B attack. So maybe they're tied for being the worst. Who do you think has more hilarious midair punches is the question. They're both pretty goofy. I shouldn't be in the hospital, but it would be endearing. I think this guy's animations are worse than Shin's. I think he's shorter, though. If I recall correctly. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now this is jogging my memory. He's shorter than Shin, so he's actually better. Because the characters that have the 3 fireballs, the highest fireball actually goes over his head. And he's got a smaller hitbox overall, right? Which is an advantage. Yeah, so it looks like he's at least gotten engaged in it. Yeah, so Jaggy is actually better. Yeah, totally. Looks like they didn't finish. Okay, Row. If I recall correctly, this is the guy with... He has got 3 fireballs. Yeah, he's got 3 fireballs. And he also has this amazing low kick, right? And he can do this awesome... to me, it feels like he's like a Russian acrobat. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? I'm into that. I think it's a good look. There you go. Okay, yeah. So Ro, he's going in A tier for sure. Get up there, Ro. So just to be clear, this is what our tier list is looking right now. We put Ro here in A. This is Jaggy. There's Shin, Hart, Unger, and Southern. Yeah, I think so. And he learned a lot of fireballs. Like, he's got good spread, right? The obviously it's not as good as Southerner because the spread of the fireballs is a little redundant, right? You can go. I think the best play is to go completely low, right? But yeah, you can do this. There's a little bit of a technique you can do where. Oh, look at the broken hitbox on this on the down kick, the leg sweep. It's so busted. This guy, oh man. But yeah, if you get them with the knockback and the right spacing, you can get them with more than one fireball, which is pretty sweet. Okay, that's Shin, or rather Ro. Okay, Falco. You know him, you love him. He's everybody's favorite blue guy. Totally, yeah. It does make it more nice that they're more focused, but I'd say like in a game that's completely about fireballs and you get hits done off of one fireball. Yeah, we're playing as Falco now, the blue guy. And you get knockback off of one fireball. I think the spread is more valuable because it covers all options at once, right? Like, because also the jumps are always at this 45... Not the 40, but they're this parabolic arc, right? So the direction that you're coming in, right? If you're like, if you're trying to jump in on your opponent, say that your opponent's standing at this pillar, you jump in at this pillar. Get out of my way, Hart. We're discussing important things, right? See, you're always at an angle that the Southerners' 3 fireballs will always get you. So it covers both approaches. There's no way to lose, right? So it's worse. But there we go. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So Falco also has a broken down look at this suspicious this suspicious crouch jab. Look at this thing. That's not legal in all locales. I'm technically not allowed to show this down jab until at least 11 p.m. Oh man. But yeah, he's got the great Russian acrobat kick though. It's good stuff. His normal kick is quite a, like the flexibility in those hips is something something I can only dream of. Oh man. Oh, Falco. So unfortunately the blue guy can't be top tier in every game, right? But I'm putting him at the top of B. 2 fireballs gets you into B, as far as I'm concerned with this game, right? You just can't compete with 3 fireballs. You're a guy with 2 fireballs, and there's another guy with 3 fireballs. What do you think this is? There's only so much I can do for you. Okay, here's Han. Falco is level up. Yeah, I should find that clip. Thank you for reminding me. Falco is level up. It's true. So here's Han. So Han's got a kick, like the rest of them. He's got this broken sweep. He's got this amazing... Oh, he busts out the other arm. Look at him go. Look at his stance, though. He's punching backwards. Interesting. 2 fireballs. Wrong scene. Totally. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I'll recap, but yeah, like the so he's got this amazing these amazing punches. But look at his stance. He's punching backwards over his own shoulder. But if you mash, he does get both arms in the action, which shows that he's got a certain level of dedication to this that is useful. He also has these fun little short hops that make him a very acrobatic combatant. We'll punch back into this so I can show you his fireballs as well. Kind of does look like a backhand, it's true. Game over. If the game's gonna do me like that, jeez. God. So yeah, Han is definitely B tier because of the 2 fireball action, but I think he's top of B because he's got the most chutzpah. He's got the most working at it. The Nintendo seal of approval means something, right? Look at these. Look at the columns. The thing. Oh, we can talk about the things I really like about this game after we're done the tier list. I'll sum my thoughts up. But Han, you're going to the top of B. You're going to the top of B. Do. There you go. There's Han. That makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna reset the game here. Do. Fight. Hi you. We are ready. Yeah, another 3 fireball. So A tier. I think his character is identical to the other A tier characters, if we're being real. So we might need to go to the stats to do some tiebreakers just to be sure. But yeah, just your run-of-the-mill garden variety Cirque du Soleil fire dancer. Because they're tall, it's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'm with you on that one, Jay. Well, I'm going to double check the stats, but I'm going to go with what you're saying here and put Hayu in second place in A tier. That makes sense to me. Good hair, though. You love to see it. Pretty good spread so far. Pretty good spread. Okay. Reloading her. K-Ho. He's got good looking armor. I think this is a 1 fireball dude. No, another 3. Yeah. Oh, his kick is slower. His standing kick is slower. That's interesting. Look at this, this jump, this levitation. I love it. Yeah, his low kick, his standing kick is, oh, you can cancel your kick into jump. Right? Did you see that? I'm getting hits down here. Yeah, you can cancel your kick into jump. It's interesting. So it has a different profile than the jump kick, right? Pro strats, indeed. I'm working it. You boys know I play. You know I play. Punches right over his head. Okay, yeah. I'm putting this guy in. He's at the bottom of A because he's got the slower standing kick. So Kenshiro is the only guy I haven't placed yet. He's our first. Yeah, just the one fireball. So this guy's like just C tier trash. He's got a rapid standing kick. I'm putting him top of C. Yeah, you can cancel that. You can also cancel the you can cancel the standing punch too. I wonder if you can cancel the crouching moves. No, I don't think so. No. Okay. Yeah, you're at the bottom of C. Okay. So here are my thoughts on the game overall. I think it's like a fighting game is a strong word for what this is, if we're being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really have the makings of a fighting game. You can't block. Every attack is frame one. There's no throws, right? Like the real core of a fighting game are there's the triangle, right? There's the triad. You've got strikes, you got blocks, and you got throws, right? It's the whole rock, paper, scissors thing. And then from that basic structure, you build out all your different types of characters, right? Some people are grapplers and are better up close, and so they need to have tools to get in. And other two characters are zoners, and they try to keep people out. And if they can play that game plan, they win because they don't get hit, but they're usually pretty, brittle. And then you have strikers who are just rush down characters, and then you blend all three, right? This game doesn't have any of that stuff. It's just like a button masher. You pick Southerner, and then you get a frame one fireball out, and then you win the game, right? Because it covers the whole screen and attacks everywhere. It's just not there. The one thing that I really like about this game, though, is actually the level layouts. Fist of the North Star, Game Boy. Save. There we go. The official tier list of the Fist of the North Star Game Boy fighting game community. So the backgrounds in the game are really nice. They're really good, and especially if you consider Ballerina Toshinden, they look way better. And I think that what I would really like to see is a fighting game on the Game Boy that uses this type of layout for the stages, but then the character sprites need to be like 4 times bigger. Do you know what I mean? Because if you think about like Street Fighter, like modern Street Fighter or whatnot, right? You got all these characters have huge hands, huge feet, huge heads, right? These long lanky limbs, and it makes it really easy for you to, map out the hits and the hurts. And they need to have huge sexy beards too. And the one thing that's nice about this game is it's nice and responsive, right? Like you can see that obviously like the actual gameplay is not good to accompany it, but like the characters control well, right? It's nice and snappy. It has a feeling of immediacy that you want in a fighting game. It's just, and the character designs are bad too, because it's like the same guy over and over again. Yeah, I mean, like, in a lot of ways, the backgrounds are really quite simple, right? But it's quick, it's responsive. You know what I mean? The environments look good. And if we just scaled the characters to go with it, right? Right, see, this is the problem, right? Is you just play the fireball game. It's just busted. So it's like 3 fireball guy always wins against 1 fireball guy. So yeah, so I think that's what I'd like to take away from is that, like, you know, you got this situation where you're making a fighting game, right? And you really only need the 2 characters on screen at a time and their projectiles. Like, that's all you need to cover, right? And you can really get by with like a minimal UI, right? The obviously a timer would add to this for sure, so to allow for like a defensive timeout to be like an option in play. The fact that the guy can scroll off the screen and I can't see him is annoying. But like the minimal UI, like, is fine, right? Like we're learning everything that we'd like to know, right? If maybe you'd put 1 more bar there, right? For some like special gauge or for a stun gauge or whatever, for some other, whatever the other mechanic's gonna be. But other than like the fact that the sprites are a little too small, like the game objects are too small, I think there's a lot going for this, right? If we're gonna be fair, right? Anyways, this is, you know, a travesty. So that's interesting, because I'm sure this is running at 60 FPS, right? Yeah, totally. Those, I mean, God bless those Hockey Night guys. Like, they were coming every week. We're like, do you know that we have a Discord? It's like, yeah, we know you have a Discord. Do you know that there's people who play this game regularly and they play it seriously? It's like, well, I mean, serious is a strong word. How serious could it be? It's a hockey game from 1994, but granted, I'm sure there's people who like to play it. You should join. Here's the link. It's okay. You know, you guys need to, before you send your NHL OVA's witnesses out, you guys should, you know, draw up a map here of who you're talking to. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna keep rambling if we stay on that, but we'll beat this guy and I'll show you one more background. They are very proud of their community, and that I can be grateful for. I don't fault them their enthusiasm whatsoever. That much is good. And other than when the guy called us ultra casual, they were always very polite and patient. But also, like, come on, guys, you can't just hop on every single NHL 94 live stream and try to convert people. It's like, anyways, so there is level up. Look at this screen. Yeah, they have these like these RPG stats that never seem to matter in any appreciable way. So just going here to show you the stage, but like, these are good. Like, these are, you know, for whatever it's worth. Like, I know I'm on a building. There's some, looks like some artifacting. Maybe that's a emulator problem just below my character. Maybe that's a glitch. Who knows? But, you know, like, I can tell I'm on the rooftop and I'm fighting some dude, right? With a little bit more pushing, you could, I'm sure, get the background art to be way even nicer than this. But regardless of whether or not the artifacting isn't going through the stream, interesting. Oh yeah, you're right. It's just local. That's really peculiar. Because it's all broken up at the bottom of the... Okay, cool. There you go. Totally, yeah, back in the day, just imagining. Like, with this little water tower, like, it's nice, you know? It's not using the transparency layer properly, but whatever. You know, what's an alpha layer between friends? But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, because you could fit a whole other layer of like parallax in the back of that, right? And that would move some clouds around maybe as you walk by. It would really pop, and that's all you would need. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on Fist of the North Star. Didn't the second Punch-Out have a weird RPG system too? One that was in space or whatever? For the Wii? The Wii's the one that I haven't played. But I'm not sure. I don't know. That was made by Next Level Games in Vancouver, though. Same people who made this game. If I can point to it. They also made, there was a Sci-Fi NES one. Oh, I didn't know about it. There you go. Somehow it's not in my reading. Anyways, this has been fun. I guess I don't have the chat up, so otherwise you could do hi YouTube. But I'm gonna post this on the my channel, the Fist of the North Star tier list. We'll bring it up one more time. Hi you, yeah, exactly. The and when I'm done playing through all the Game Boy fighting games, I'm going to put up a tier list of all the Game Boy games. So there we are. Maybe we can do another tier list with the top characters of all the games. No, don't do that, stupid. Anyways, thanks so much, Bob and Jay, for sticking around. And I'm gonna head out, but I hope that the two of you have an excellent adventure. Have a good night. Take care.